The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man from the University of Michigan.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First carry for Najee Harris. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders into line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 14. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Herbert throwing again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't been a corner that's worked this long yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Chargers, 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw to Disley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Jaguars' 15-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. To the air again, Herbert. That swung out wide to Harris. 2 yards, good enough for a
1st. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Disley from 13 yards out. And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0. Fighting his way through contact. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And Thomas has it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A game of 9 yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Running out of the gun with ETN. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Charger 16. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he slides and covers up at the end. This is going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. ETN up the middle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gabriel Davis from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers getting set to go. This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Mechie, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert, pass caught on the out route by Mechie. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in. Ball's been tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Herbert running left off the option. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Herbert. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And now out come the Jags. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete to Davis. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offensive throwing short.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. Good, strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Herbert now. His throw incomplete. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Again, Herbert. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And down inside the 15 he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Touchdown! Will Disley, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He gets it to Thomas. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to throw now on first down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Looking deep here from Mechie. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals squaring off against the Buffalo Bills. We're accustomed to seeing strong quarterback play. We got that in the first half from Justin Herbert. He threw 2 touchdowns.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
He gets it to Johnston. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They hand this off to Harris. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Lad McConkey, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. ETN once more. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A handoff for ETN. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The tight end in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's a give to ETN. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Jaguars send out their punter. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's Herbert. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Harris. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And whistle blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Forced out to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw now. 2nd and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 40. In motion goes the tight end. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll look to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jags are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Etienne will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them at the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, It was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Here we go. 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Jaguars will line up with a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Being chased out, and now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
They got home, which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Herbert now to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Second and 11 at the 41.
offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still second down.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game.
J.K. Scott in punt formation.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a